Always wanted to own my own business, and I guess that's a dream a lot of people have. And decided that there wasn't but one small machine shop down here, and Briggs & Stratton was starting a new plant here, and I knew I could do their work. So I decided within 1 month, I decided to open up a business. We would do what other companies wouldn't do. If it took doing the job at 9 or 10 o'clock at night, we did it. And they would keep on rolling. Their machines weren't down, or they weren't down for very long. And I think they recognized that we were here for the long haul. And we were here to do good work at a fair price. When I started in 1995, I had all manual machines. And probably the first 6 to 8 months, we did just manual, using manual equipment. What happened was they started coming up with more and more complicated parts to make, and some you just cannot do on a manual machine. Mike O'Neill was my salesman, and still is, and came in and he said, what can I do to make this happen? And I pretty much told him this is what I need to do, and he got it done. We got into the guitars about 5 years ago. We actually did R&D for about 2 years, and then decided that our product was at the point that we could actually sell it. We gave it to several people that are musicians and had them try it and give us feedback. When you make something as an instrument, it's got to be right. And we knew putting them on the Mazak, what we program is going to come out. They're very accurate machines. We're doing the bodies and all the back plates, some accessories that we're making. We actually do some of the stands. We make custom stands, and so that's also done on the Mazaks. The guys can go from one machine to the other, so we're able to use the process on any of our Mazaks because they're all basically running the same programs. So it was just a fact that Mazak just made great machines that could produce the parts that we needed. In fact, we just bought a lathe that we make so many parts that we're running it now unattended at night. We've got a bar feeder and a conveyor and a chip offloader, and it runs. Like I said, come in the morning and still you hear it back there humming away, making parts. The lights out aspect was a big step for us. We have run a third or a second shift before, but and then thought about a third at one time, but we cut back to just one shift. What makes that possible now is the fact that we do have lights out capability. Because we were getting behind on some parts that we needed to run more hours, and I really didn't look forward to starting up another second shift. So again, the Mazak was the answer. We knew IMTS was coming up, and thought, what can we do to have a presence there? And so I talked to some people at Mazak, and Mike O'Neill was one of them. Said, what do you think about if we produced a guitar that had the Mazak logo on it? We came up with the design, and we actually used the arch top design and reversed the Mazak. Instead of machining it in the guitar, we actually machined it out from the guitar. So it actually produced itself out from the guitar, and it just made a statement. Now I've been to Kentucky to the Mazak facility twice. This last time I went, it was a great experience again. They're using all Mazaks to produce the Mazaks, which says the most about a company. If they're using their own machines to make their machines, then what does that tell you? I mean, they make great machines. I think we all know that it's once you buy something, and if you like the product and it does what it's supposed to, you're going to stay with that product. And the Mazaks were doing the job, day in and day out. So that's why we have stayed with Mazak.